Hello and welcome, guys, back to the channel here, Lucas from Mars, and today we are going to be taking a look at an NL West matchup here between the San Diego Sharks and the Colorado Rattlers. We have not introduced either one of these two teams yet, so we're going to do that here today. These are two teams in the NL West, and honestly, this is the weirdest division in baseball. I don't know who's going to win this division, but we're going to introduce these two teams today. Joe Khan is the starter for the Rattlers. Joe Khan is an alright pitcher. He's actually had pretty good seasons. Last year was a pretty down year for him. If you look at his stats, his season before that, he's been a good pitcher. Now, this Rattlers team has never really been good. They've always had like 90 loss seasons. If you take a look at their record there, they've never been a good team, and neither have the Sharks. So, you know, I like these teams. These teams have young players on them, as you'll see here as we look at the lineups here. Julian Webster is one of them for the Sharks. He's amazing, but they have not been very good yet, and I don't think they're going to be really all that amazing this season. Definitely the weakest division by far, and so we'll see what happens with this division, but Joe Khan starts the game with a walk here to open it up. Byron Buxton is the Sharks guy here. They got him from New Orleans to the Kings a couple of years ago, and he's been alright in this franchise. He's a pretty good leadoff hitter. He's not their leadoff hitter in this game just because they have Julian Webster, but he's batting second. He's, you know, I think in real life, of course he got injured in real life, but in real life, if he can do what he did before he got injured, he's going to be a really good player. Bobby Ullman here, in real life a good prospect, and in this game he's really good. He's only 25 years old, over 90 overall, and that's the theme of this team. A lot of young players that are just starting to get really good on this squad. So I do think the Sharks and the Rattlers, I think both of these teams in a couple of years are going to be, you know, good teams that are going to be battling it out for the top of this division. But right now, you know, they have a little bit of growing to do as a strikeout there. Hunter Dozier is this team's veteran guy here, 34 years old, 90 overall. He hits a ground ball that actually gets through and into left field for a base hit. So San Diego will start the scoring here in the top of the first. A Hunter Dozier base hit to score the first run of the ball game. As you get a look at this swing there, a nice swing by Hunter Dozier. Definitely their veteran guy on this team. Now, Carter K-Boom is here as well, 26 years old, or 93 overall. He's been alright in this franchise, and he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. That actually does move up the base runners, though, to second and third now with 2 away. Joe Khan throwing a lot of pitches in this inning. He's already thrown 23 and is yet to get out of the inning. Now, Tim Brady is coming up for San Diego. He won Rookie of the Year last year with the .299 average, 24 home runs and 81 ribbies. He was excellent last season. He's got good stats. He is already 27 years old, but, you know, he's a guy that can contribute, and he hits a base hit into center field. 1 run will score, and the throw to first, or to home, is not going to be in time if Hunter Dozier avoids the tag there by Leo Cora, their catcher. So that would be the end of the first inning. They would get 3 runs in that opening frame for San Diego. Here, as we're going to introduce a couple more players here. Will Smith is their catcher. Everson Pereira, in this game that I'm playing, he's on waivers. He's going to be one of their starting outfielders. Those guys are good, but here's the end of this first inning as he gets to strike out Will Smith there. So not a good first inning for Joe Khan. He gave up 3 hits and 3 runs in that top of the first. So we're going to go to the bottom of the first inning here, and we're going to introduce you to some of these Colorado hitters. And the ace not the ace, this is actually the 3rd game of the season, so not the ace, but Zach Plesac here pitching for San Diego and the Sharks. He's an alright pitcher, and that's the bad thing. I think the Sharks' offense is good. Their pitching, to me, I don't really like the pitching all that much. I think they definitely need to improve the pitching. Grant Levine is this team's leadoff hitter. He's played really well in the chances that he's gotten in this franchise, only 25 years old. This is, again, a team with a lot of young ball players and a lot of young talent on it, so I really like Colorado. I think this Rattlers team is going to be really good in 3 seasons at the minimum. Levine hits a fly ball into center field there. And taking a look at the Rattlers lineup, Maldonado, Louise Martinez, Leo Cora, Julio Rodriguez, Scott Kingery, Roger Balladares, and down there, the last guy before the pitcher. Could not quite catch that name, but here he is, David Maldonado, 25 years old. He got really limited playing time last year, didn't do amazing, but did alright. He does have 91 contact against lefties, though. I like him for sure. So he gets a base hit here. The first hit of this, not of the season, first hit of this game for the Colorado Rattlers. Now, a guy that I really like and I really have high hopes for in this franchise is Louise Martinez. He was incredible last year. Really, really good. He's only 24. He's an 87 overall already. Louise Martinez looks insane. And I really am excited for him in this franchise. And he gets a base hit here as well. So a couple of back-to-back singles here in the top of the first off of Plesac. Now, Leo Cora, honestly, probably a Rookie of the Year candidate for me. I think he will maybe even win Rookie of the Year this year. He's got some insane stats. He's an 86 and he's only 24 years old. Leo Cora is a beast. And he hits a ball into the gap in left-right field, and that ball is going to get down. One run will score, and right behind him is another run, and that is a two-run double by Leo Cora, who did hit a home run on opening day. We actually thought we were recording that opening day game when Leo Cora hit his first home run, but we were not able to. And Leo Cora really got off to a good start here in the first few games of the season. He is excellent. I'm really looking forward to him in this franchise. Julio Rodriguez actually been pretty disappointing in this franchise, to be honest with you. He is only 24 years old and, still got a potential, but he's got to play better if he wants to be a starter for this team for, the foreseeable future. And he strikes out there on a really good pitch by Zach Plesac. No chance to catch up to that one. And so Scott Kingery is up here, not a Phillies guy in real life, prospecting in real life, hasn't been all that great in this game, and this is probably going to be his last year starting. He might be traded at the deadline because they have a prospect in their minor league system that is really going to be just as good as he is, Scott Kingery, by the midway point of the season, as long as he progresses right. So, honestly, Scott Kingery probably won't be for this on this team, for the entire season anyway. Done with one inning here tonight, though. It's a 3-2 ball game. Continuing to try and pitch, and it's a ball that is absolutely smacked into right field. That was a home run, and it got out in a hurry. A big home run there, as that was Victor Reyes who actually hit that. He's not going to be a starter for this team, but he gets a home run there because he's starting right now where Everson Pereira should be starting. Roger Balladares, their first baseman, he's got amazing contact against lefties, 97 contact against lefties. He looks really good. He's only 26 years old, so again, a lot of guys with a lot of potential in this group, and he hits a ball into left field that gets down and to the wall for extra bases as he gets into second base here with a double to lead off the top of the second inning. And here is Bobby Witt Jr., top prospect for the Royals in real life. He had an actually pretty decent season last year. Besides last year, he's been pretty disappointing, but last year, hopefully it's a step forward in his development, and hopefully he turns into the good player that we all know he can be here in this franchise, as he grounds out to the second baseman, and then the next guy, the leadoff hitter, grounds out over to third base, and they get the out there to get out of the second inning. So, done with 2 here tonight, and it's a 4-2 lead for San Diego. So, we're going to keep going here. This is the top of the third inning now, as that's a beautiful pitch, and Hunter Dozier trying to go to second base like that ball did not clip the strike zone, but it did. That was a great pitch by the pitcher there, and now bottom of the third inning here, as that is a base hit into left field, right through the first baseman. to start the bottom of the third inning. Excuse me. The Rattlers trying to do something here. Maybe get on the scoreboard again as at second base. That's another strikeout for Julio Rodriguez. The third strikeout of this game for Zach Plesac so far. Oh no, that was actually Leo Cora who just struck out. Never mind. Leo Cora with a strikeout there, and so with 2 away, trying to score the runner, but it's just a fly ball into left field that will be caught. Ran down there by the right fielder, Tim Brady. So, end of the third inning now. It's still a 4-2 ball game. We're going to go on, top of the fourth, 2 away in the inning. Trying to get out of the frame, and it's a line drive that's just over the glove of Louise Martinez there at shortstop for a base hit. So maybe trying to start something here in this inning. And they do have the pitcher up right now, though, with 2 outs. So let's see. He also gets a base hit. That one goes right over the second baseman's head. So Zach Plesac helping himself out with a base hit here. Now, the next batter, and he hits a ball that is going to go deep, and it's going to go over the wall. So how about that? Zach Plesac hits a home run, and then the leadoff hitter, Julian Webster, hits a 3-run bomb right after him. And that's what happens when the pitcher gets a base hit. They take advantage, and they score that pitcher. And, man, what a big home run there by Webster. A 3-run shot that went 413 feet. Just barely got over that wall. And so now in the bottom of the fourth, it's a 7-2 game. Trying to get back in the game any way they can. And that ball is hit into deep left field. And that one is gone. Big time home run by Bobby Witt Jr. to try and get the Rattlers back into this one. Now they're only down 7-4. So still the same inning here in the bottom of the fourth. But then a strikeout there to get the second out. That was the 4th strikeout of the game for Zach Plesac. And another look at that pitch. That is the prospect that I was talking about that will probably be replacing Scott Kingery. We'll introduce the prospects in a later episode here. And just a few episodes, we'll be covering AAA and AA opening day. So don't you worry about that. To end the 4th inning, a pop-up to the catcher, Ball Smith. So through 4 innings here tonight, it's a 7-4 ball game. Colorado down by a few runs tonight. So we're going to go into the 5th inning here now, and the Rattlers are going to bring in the new pitcher, Matthew Allen. He's been pretty disappointing in this franchise. He does have a potential, I believe, but man, he's just not been very good in this franchise. He has 87 potential. He's only 24, so he could still turn it around, but he has been very disappointing so far in his career. And with the man on second, he allows a base hit into the outfield, and they're going to try and send him to home. This is going to be close play, and he's safe. Just barely getting ahead of the tag there for a big base hit by Bobby Ullman, I believe that was. And now it's an 8-4 game here. The lead is back up to 4 as that was a beautiful pitch to Smith there, their catcher. And look at that play. This play was ridiculous. They're going to look at the replay here, but it actually bounces off Louise Martinez's glove, and then his wrist, and then he just catches it on the fly. Look at this play here. Watch this replay. It hits off of his wrist, and then he goes there and he just snags the baseball while it's still in the air. What a play by Louise Martinez there at third base. I've never seen a play like that before in this game. That was insane. So later on here in the quick manage, Tim Brady, man, a 3-run bases clearing double later on in the game. So now all of a sudden it's an 11-4 lead for San Diego. And Zach Plesac getting through 6 innings here in this one. So we're going into the 7th. This game looks like it's all about wrapped up as the Sharks looks like they're going to come away with a victory here in this one. And they were, if with a win, they would improve to 2-1 on the young season. So here comes the Rattlers manager. He's coming out to do a double switch here. So that means we got a new pitcher for the Rattlers, and his name is Darren McCoggan. And a right reliever, kind of not really all that impressive. So, you know, he's 29 years old. Connor Plinkton here, he is actually a rookie. And again, you don't know how rookies are ever going to do on this game, especially with pitching. So it really could be a toss-up. I don't really know if he's going to do all that great this season because he is only a 77 overall, but we'll see. There's a man on third here, so this is a sac fly to drive in a run, and he just barely got ahead of the tag there, almost got him. But that would score another run, so it's an 11-5 game. Louise Martinez coming up now with 2 outs here in the 7th inning, but if you were expecting a little bit of a rally here by the Rattlers, well, you would be pretty disappointed because that was a line drive right to Byron Buxton to end the ball game here. As through 7 innings, that would basically be the last highlight of this ball game. Adrian Morhan finished the game for the Sharks here in a quick manage, and he would end the game there. So the Sharks would win that game. They would improve to 2-1 on the season. Zach Plesac would get the win. And so now we're going to go to Vancouver and the Eruptures, and we're going to introduce you to their hitters and one of their starting pitchers, a couple of their relievers here. So we're going to go to Vancouver. Now, Julio Urias is not their ace, actually. He is their second starter, and he is, of course, very impressive in this game and in real life. Great pitcher overall, and you can look at his stats here. He's a 94 overall, 29 years old. He is excellent, very, very good. And speaking of very, very good, this Eruptors team has been very good for the last 2 seasons. They've actually been knocked out in the first round of the playoffs the last 2 years, but they've been winning their division the last 2 years, basically 100-win seasons for a couple of years in a row now, but have lost 2 straight ALDSs. So this lineup is insane. It is so good. We're going to get through it here. Jeremy Payne is their leadoff hitter. Pretty good year last year for him. You know, we'll see what he does. He's their leadoff hitter. And in his first at-bat here, he hits a fly ball over right to the center fielder. Again, this offense is unbelievable. This offense is so good. It's definitely the best part of this ball club here, as Jose Ramirez almost got hit there on that pitch, but he is incredible as well. Of course, so good, 98 overall. No surprise that he's going to be a great hitter in this franchise. And so he will just hit a ground ball here to the shortstop, though, and the shortstop will go to first base to get the out. 2 down here in the inning, and now the Ramon Lariano. This guy is an MVP caliber type player right now. He is insane, 97 overall. Look at the hitting stats. He also has some good fielding stats as well. He has won an MVP actually in 2024. Look at the numbers for him in that year. 52 home runs. And then he had 130 RBIs last season. He is one of the best hitters in all of baseball right now. Ramon Lariano is insane. So let's see what he will do here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning, trying to do something, but he hits a line drive that is caught by the center fielder. This is actually a really good catch by their center fielder here, Christian Robinson, and Willie will introduce you to the ballers at a later date, but man, that was an impressive diving play by Christian Robinson right there to get the final out of the first inning. So bottom of the second, still 1-0. Here is this team's big off-season acquisition in Bobby Bradley, a first baseman who in real life, you know, not a great player, not a great prospect, but man, in this game has he been exceptional. He's a power hitter through and through. That's what he does. He hits bombs, and so really big off-season acquisition for them. He actually used to play for this Miami team, so he's actually playing his former team right here in this game. And he actually just strikes out, though, on that really good pitch from Carlos Rodon, who is the starting pitcher right now for Miami. And taking a look at that beautiful pitch, nice swing and a miss there. I really like Vancouver's home uniforms. I love the orange, and I love the white pinstripes. Really, all these jerseys are so good. And, you know, we'll get to show, you know, all of them throughout the season as far as the season goes. But Nicolas Castillanos is also on this team, and you can just tell how insane this lineup is, because Nicolas Castellanos is insane as well. He's a really good offensive guy. I mean, that's really all he can do here. 34 years old, though. Kind of at the end of his, maybe at the end of his prime. Still got good hitting stats, but yeah, he is a little bit on the older side. So let's see what he will do here in the bottom of the second. And he hits a ground ball. That is going to end up getting through, though, for a base hit. So that's the first hit of the game for Vancouver. Now, Matt Chapman is also here. Of course, we all know that Matt Chapman is amazing at defense in this ball game. One of the best defensive third basemen in the league. And he's pretty good offensively, man. I mean, you can count on him to be a really good anchor on your lineup. But he hits a ground ball over to third. That isn't going to end up being a double play to end the inning. So Carlos Rodon got a good start to this game. Through 2 innings, he didn't give up a run, and he only gave up 1 hit there as you get to take a look at that double play turned by Miami. So 1-0 through the second inning in this one. As we go to the bottom of the third, it's still 1-0. Here is Corey Dickerson. He's at the end of his career, 36 years old. He's only an 82 overall, but man, he has been really impressive and a really glitchy player in this franchise, to be honest with you. Not the craziest rated guy, but he has been really good. So he hits a fly ball here that is gonna just be caught and ran down. So Vancouver early on, a lot of hard contact, but they haven't been able to get anything to drop really so far in this ball game. Carson Kelly is their catcher. He's an excellent catcher. He's really good. And so nothing wrong with Carson Kelly there behind the plate. And let's see what he will do here as he hits a ground ball over to third base to get the second out of the inning. Man, Carlos Rodon pitching really well so far tonight. And now here is Chuck Nasty or Charlie Blackmon. I'm a Rockies fan, so Blackmon is one of my favorite players in real life. And, he's excellent in this game. Honestly, maybe a Hall of Famer. Kind of a borderline Hall of Famer, though. I think he has less than 50 WAR in his career, and you can see, I think that stat is showing there. A Hall of Fame, maybe a Hall of Famer, but still, Charlie Blackmon has had a really good career in this game. He is 39 years old, though, so he is towards the end of his career. He actually did win a World Series in the very first season of this franchise with Las Vegas. He is like my favorite player, one of my favorite players in real life. He gets hit, and then the next guy, fly ball, that is caught out there in center field. So, Carlos Rodon through 3 innings, again, giving up a lot of hard contact, but hasn't given up any runs yet. So, now we go on to the bottom of the fourth. There's 2 men on for Nicolas Castillanos here. And let's see what he can do. And he takes a ball there down low on the 1-0 pitch. And he hits a line drive that is down and into the corner over there on left. So that's going to score a run. And we are going to be tied up here at 1-all. Nicolas Castellanos with an RBI base hit to score the first run of the ball game. And now here a walk to the very next guy. And so now you have a situation. The bases are now loaded for Carlos Rodon. Matt Chapman there with the walk. So now here we go. You got to try and work out of this jam here. Corey Dickerson is coming up. Let's see what he does here. And he hits a ball into the gap. Down. That's going to go all the way to the wall. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Here comes the third. And he's going to score. Wow. A 3 RBI bases clearing double by Corey Dickerson. And that's what I'm talking about with this guy, man. He is not the best player, but he is so glitchy in this game, and he always seems to do well and get those clutch hits for you. So, man, Corey Dickerson, really good player. So now, trying to, let's see, that's a beautiful pitch. High fastball there. Cannot even touch that baseball. So now it's Chuck Nasty again here with the man on second base. The 3-1 pitch to him is a walk. Ball 4. Blackmon got hit in his first at-bat, and then he walks in his second at-bat. So he's 0 for 0 tonight so far in this ball game. Carlos Rodon had a little bit of trouble with his command, especially in this inning. So let's see. Jeremy Payne now hits a ball into the outfield. That is right to the left fielder, though. And it's caught for the final out of the 4th inning. Well, that was a productive inning, though, for Vancouver. They get 4 runs on 4 hits in that frame, and now all of a sudden lead the ball game by a score of 4-1. So now we move on, bottom of the 5th inning here, 2 away in the inning, and that's a swing and a miss. Bobby Bradley up there, and that was a bad pitch to swing at for him. Later on in the count, 2-2, down low for a ball. Now the count is full. So here we go, Carlos Rodon. This is the pitch that he's got to throw a strike on. Full count to Bobby Bradley, and that is inside for ball 4. So another walk here for Rondon. I think he had 4 in the game, and then he, of course, hit Charlie Blackmon earlier on. So, you know, a lot of base runners on because of his wild throwing and all that. So now, Nicolas Castillanos, I think that's who is up right now, trying to maybe do something here with this base runner. And he will hit a ball into left field. That is gone! Just barely getting over the seats. That one was a big-time home run. And, man, just like that, he almost puts this game pretty much out of reach. Either that was Castellanos or Ramon Lariano that hit that home run. But, man, that is the second big home run. It really does almost put the game out of reach now. It's a 6-1 lead for Vancouver. Chapman swings and misses there to end the 5th inning. So Carlos Rodon started the game out really well, but ended up not really doing all that well because he gave up a lot of, you know, hard contact later on in the game, and I gave up a couple of long balls that really did affect how he pitched. Now, Louise Avedo, this guy's kind of weird because I actually sent him down to the minors because, you know, he's not really had a whole lot of playing time, but he's performed really badly in the playing time that he's got. So I actually sent him down to the minors, so he's not actually on the Major League team right now. But I don't have to introduce him in the prospect game, so I guess that's a good thing, as he gets a strikeout there. And now that's a swing and a drive by Lariano, I think this is, and that ball is gone. Man, jumping and trying to catch it, and it's just over his glove. And yes, that is Ramon Lariano who hit that bomb. Another home run in this game, the 3rd or 4th one of the game for the Eruptures, and that's what this team can do, man. They are a home run hitting team for sure. This lineup has a lot of power on it for sure. So in the 8th inning here, Corey Dickerson is up, and he swings and misses at that 0-1 pitch. So let's see what he can do here. The 0-1 pitch to him is a fly ball that is deep into center field. Did he get it? Did he get it? And he did! Oh my, another home run. And this was actually in the next inning, but it's another bomb. Man, so many home runs for Vancouver in this one. They now lead it 8-1 in this ball game. And geez, I mean, that's what they do, man. They hit long balls. So that was pretty much the last highlight here. Cody Whitley is coming on for the Ballers as a relief pitcher. Not a very great one for Miami. This Miami team is bad, by the way. They actually are the 30th ranked team in the game right now, and they are not going to be good this season. And they ended up losing this game. So Vancouver got the win, and that was the 2nd game of the season. So they ended up being improving to 1-1. So we're done with this episode, guys. That was the last game that I had for you. And we will continue on with the season. The season is going to go along a lot quicker. We're through opening day now, so I'm going to try and speed the pace of this franchise up. So yeah, expect more videos and more games coming out here in the future. So have a great day. Thanks for watching. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars. Bye, guys.